Windham, New Hampshire is more of a study in media bias than how to conduct an audit. I'll go into some of the details, but it left me with a giant shrug. Hi, I'm TenNapel, and I like to create a community here on YouTube where you're involved. So please leave your comments on what you think about New Hampshire. It's very good for everyone to see what your opinion is. My conclusion on the whole thing, and I've looked at everything. I've looked at this Ken Eyring exposure of the different tapes on different dates. I watched the entire interview or the entire kind of group talk with Phil Stark and Harry Hursty on the Mosader show. First of all, I only care what the people think. I don't care what YouTubers think or what the auditors think. I care what the voting people of New Hampshire think. That's the most important thing. There's just so many troubling ideas coming out of New Hampshire that bring me a lot of unrest. And I'm not trying to go hysterical or anything, but Harry Hursty, who I in general thought was incredibly generous for going on Mosader's show. I thought it was very transparent of he and Phil Stark to give answers the best they could. And I don't impugn their motive at all. I'm not, I can't get into their heads and say, oh, I know what your motive is. I just look at the facts of what they present. Harry Hursty discredited Maricopa for saying that there were not cameras or that the press was not allowed into the room. And yet he admits that the cameras went down on his own audit. I never heard a mea culpa on that. I also never heard anyone ever say why his name was removed from the verified voters from their main website just before he was picked for this audit. I want to ask him, what do you think of that? Does that smell funny to you? There was a lot of, this is all anecdotal evidence, but I'm just saying this is why things end up not ending a debate, but they continue and create even more debate. You also have, because these preferred auditors were on this audit, it was not mocked by national press the way Maricopa was. It is it's going to be declared the most secure audit ever, even though it has a lot of way worse problems with it than what happened in Maricopa. The press and the one-party institute does not care about these facts. It does not care about logic, and it does not apply the same standards to one audit as the other. And that's why we have a right to just look at Windham and kind of shrug. I'm just going, I don't know. I'm not here to accuse Harry Hursty or Phil Stark of anything regarding this audit. It's harder and harder to believe anyone anymore because we've just seen bias rule the day. And I've seen bias rule the day with Harry Hursty. If we remove the bias, what are the facts? I'm ready for another audit in New Hampshire. I'd love to get a forensic one where they hand count the ballots. Once again, there's no harm in it. I think the press is angry at the idea of audits, and I have no problem with it. And neither did Harry Hursty. He even recommended further investigations. Both he and Phil Stark said that. These are experts who say it is fine to take another look. And I think using different metrics and different standards might shake out different information. That's the way America works. I'm TenNapel.